Well, listen, I honestly don't care about the polls. I care about what I think about the country and where the country is heading with this Prime Minister and this Cabinet. And you were talking there to some of the principles of government with Lord Kerslake. Well, let me just go through the principles that are meant to govern standards in public life. The Nolan principles: honesty, openness, which Bob talked about, objectivity, selflessness, integrity, accountability, and leadership by example. I think Johnson only scores on the last one in that he leads by the example that tells his cabinet ministers they can be as useless as Gavin Williamson, they can break the ministerial code as often as Priti Patel, they can lie in the way that Cummings says that Hancock has, and none of them will get held to account for that, because Johnson doesn't want to get them held to account, because he's the worst of the lot when it comes to dishonesty in public life. So the polls, I think, are a reflection of all sorts of things. They're a reflection about the state of the opposition. They're a reflection of the success of the vaccination programme and people feeling maybe we're just coming out of this hell. They're also a reflection of the fact that I think the media does not hold this government to account, nor does Parliament, frankly, does not hold this government to account in the way that they should. I think the media has become incredibly supine in its coverage of the government, and even on the Cummings stuff. Yes, wall-to-wall coverage, but then by the weekend it's, oh, well, who cares what Dominic Cummings thinks, the sun's shining, vaccination programme's going well, Johnson's got married, let's just move on. And I think the country's just got to decide, do we care about the fact that we have a government and a Prime Minister that, as Cummings, and I agree with him on this, they are directly responsible for tens of thousands of deaths. Do we care about that or not? Do we care that a Prime Minister stands up in Parliament? You've now got that video from Peter Stefanovic, over 20 million views, hardly anybody in the mainstream media covering it, where they set out, we talk about has he broken the ministerial code. He breaks the ministerial code virtually every time he stands up in Parliament. They're meant to tell the truth. And this is what populism has done to